Good morning, everyone. My name is Tammy Sattler-Jones, and I would like to call to order the License and Variance Board meeting for Wednesday, February 25th at 10:02 a.m. Board members present. To my left is Roy Akery, the fire chief, and to his left is Scott Stokes, the director of public works. Heather Korn is doing the meeting minutes. She's the deputy city clerk, and Chelsea Jackson is our management fellow. First item on the agenda is a public hearing. Privilege license request LIC 201505, beer wine package 2539 Old Concord Road, RNH Food Incorporated, DBA Coastal Food Mart, with Ramus Nancy as the agent. Can you step to the podium, please? And for the record, can you state your name?
Yes. My name is Ramis Nassim.
Okay. All right. And have you received a copy of the city's alcohol beverage ordinance?
Yes, ma'am.
And have you read it, and do you understand it?
Yes, ma'am.
And do you agree to abide by the guidelines set forth?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Have you completed the prerequisite responsible alcohol sales class?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. And I think we do have a copy of his certificate in our packet. And what steps do you have in place to make sure that your store does not sell alcohol to minors?
Well, we got signs outside, stating you have to be, over 21 to buy it. Also, all the employees are, learning how to check the ID correctly, and every employee has to check ID, no matter who they are. Even if we know them, you have to check ID. Just kind of like got cameras there to make sure they're doing what they need to do. Most of it is just training the employees correctly to identify the IDs to see if they're correct and everything like that.
Okay. And now, what exactly is your role at the store besides being the agent?
Basically, I'm just the agent, but I do work there part-time because, I go to school, so I work there part-time. I usually go in the afternoons.
Okay. All right. Any questions for the agent?
Yeah. How many other employees do you have besides yourself?
There are 3 other employees.
And how often would you say, if out of a typical week, how much do you actually work there? How many hours approximately?
I pretty much work there. Just kind of depends on my school schedule, really. I just kind of like show up to help. But most of the time I work there maybe like 20, 30 hours at least. But I'm to be honest, it's just kind of when I show up is really, I kind of go with my school schedule and everything like that.
So you said, who's doing the training? You?
No, my father.
Okay.
Yeah, he's like the head of, he's like the owner, so he does the training, but...
How often is he there?
Every day.
Okay. And you talked about your sales practices. You said that, is it your practice that you require your employees to ID everyone with regard to alcohol? Is that true? So what about when they, at the point of sale, the actual register or whatever you use to complete the sale, are they required to enter a birth date in?
Actually, we don't have a register that enters a birthday in. It's just kind of an old school register, so they kind of hand do it, like, eyesight it.
Okay. Well, obviously we're asking you these questions because the city of Smyrna takes the responsible sale of alcohol seriously.
Yes, sir.
And are you aware that the Smyrna Police Department conducts undercover operations to check and make sure that retailers are being responsible and who they sell alcohol to?
Yes, sir.
And there are consequences, and people get caught doing that all the time.
Yeah.
And then, the person that actually rings the sale of alcohol up to a minor is held accountable for that.
Yeah, and so is like,
and then the business has to come back before this board, and we contemplate whether or not they continue to have an alcohol license. So again, we take it pretty seriously. So everything that you guys can do as managers and business owners to ensure that no alcohol gets sold to any minor, it's going to do nothing but benefit you.
Yeah, yes, sir.
Any other questions? All right. The Smyrna Police Department did do a background check, and there was no information revealed that would preclude issuance of this license. So with that said, this is a public hearing. If anyone else would like to speak regarding this issue, I ask that you step to the podium at this time. And for the record, you can show that nobody else is here other than staff. All right. With that said, I'd like to entertain a motion, please.
Make a motion to approve privilege license request LIC 2015-05 beer wine package 2539 Old Concord Road, RNH Food Incorporated, doing business as Coastal Food Mart, with Ramis Nassim as agent.
Second motion.
It's been motioned and properly second that we approve the privilege license request LIC 2015 beer wine package 2539 Old Concord Road, RNH Food Incorporated, DBA Coastal Food Mart, with Ramus Nassim as the agent. All in favor, please vote. All right. Motion passes unanimously. Thank you. Next item is approval of the License and Variance Board meeting minutes for February the 11th, 2015.
Move to approve.
Second.
It's been motioned and properly second that we approve the License and Variance Board meeting minutes for February the 11th, 2015. All in favor, please vote. All right. Motion passes unanimously, and I'd like to declare this meeting adjourned at 10:09 a.m. Thank you.